And what is maybe the greatest example of how money cannot make you happy? Elon Musk has now banned comedy on Twitter. To be more specific, comedy that impersonates him, making fun of him, those people now permanently suspended, even though he had claimed that he was against permanent suspensions. So I'm going to break down this story and show you some examples of the people that were making fun of him through these impersonations on Twitter, and some of the tweets are just magnificent. But first here, look, Elon Musk has called himself a free speech absolutist. That's how he was going to run Twitter, just free speech absolutism. You're allowed to say whatever you want, share all these ideas. Comedy is now legal on Twitter. He wrote that on the 28th. Now, more recently, Elon Musk cracks down on impersonation accounts after Kathy Griffin and other blue checks change profiles to mock him. So I'll get to some of these examples and who did this in a second here. But look, this was done largely with the intent of showcasing why verification matters and why simply being able to pay $8 a month for a blue check does nothing. It defeats the entire purpose of having verification. If you could just pay for it, then anyone can have it. Anyone can say they're anybody. What's the point of verification? So, and by the way, it really seems like it's going to be a complete bomb in terms of, who actually signs up. It's going to be a bunch of Elon fanboys signing up for verification, nobody else. But so celebrities including Kathy Griffin, Sarah Silverman, and Mad Men star Rich Sommer quickly had their accounts removed for changing their usernames and photos to match Musk's. So he went on Twitter, this is the real Elon Musk, saying, going forward, any Twitter handles engaging in impersonation without clearly specifying parody will be permanently suspended. I'm going to show you in a second how that is a lie. But first, on the permanently suspended aspect of this, he said, this is back in May, only bots and spam accounts should face permanent Twitter bans. He also claimed that permanent bans, quote, fundamentally undermine trust in Twitter as a town square where everyone can voice their opinion. So he was clearly against permanent Twitter bans, but because now accounts are making fun of him through these parodies, all of a sudden, when his feelings get hurt, then he sees a need for them. So when it comes to Donald Trump and inciting a riot on the Capitol, not worth it. No, we should reverse his Twitter ban because what Trump did is fine, apparently. That shouldn't face a permanent ban. But if you make fun of Elon Musk, if you hurt Elon Musk's feelings, banned permanently. So here are some examples. The H3 podcast, so Ethan Klein here, tweeting out the H3 Productions account that Ethan used. Account suspended. So what were the kinds of things he tweeted? Here is the account before it was banned. You see here, I'll zoom this in for the video. Parody account at the top of the page. Clearly marked. Parody in the header, parody in the description. There's even tweets saying this is a parody account. Yet suspended for impersonating Elon Musk, even though it was clearly marked as parody. Now, apparently the new rule is that you also have to have parody in the name. So it would have to be Elon Musk parody. That isn't how it used to be. I know because I used to have an actual parody account making fun of a certain corporation in Canada. And it just had to be in the description somewhere. But here you have Elon Musk's very fragile ego changing the rules to protect it. And also, in his breakdown of the new rules around parody, he never mentioned that either. I guess it's somewhere deep in the terms of service is where that new rule is. But here's an example of something that Ethan Klein wrote while he had this parody account saying, quote, yes, I could have ended world hunger instead of buying Twitter, but people don't understand the importance of having a free and open forum. If somebody dies of starvation in Sudan, it won't affect the world, but being able to say the N-word on Twitter is a right we all deserve. So look, obvious parody here, right? Including the fact that it was marked as obvious parody and not using the same picture as Elon Musk. But again, Elon is so fragile that this was suspended. Another example here, Chris Warcraft also had an Elon Musk parody here, saying there is nothing better than waking up and enjoying a fresh, steaming cup of my own urine. Such a tangy way to start the day, and it's scientifically proven to help brain cells grow. If you want to be like me, drink your pee. Also, obvious parody. Elon Musk banning comedy on Twitter. Kathy Griffin, as mentioned earlier, also was suspended. Hers isn't bad at all. Hey, complainers and activists want to see real activism? Watch this. Retweet with vote blue. This is the most harmless one. This was suspended because actually, as of recording this, Elon Musk said today that you should vote for Republicans. In case there is any question around who the man is, there you go. So I guess that's why he was so bothered by this. But another example, here's Arb. Just my wife left me. Like, he's not even married. He was with Grimes, but they weren't married either. It's just clearly a joke. God, how can you be so weak? Here's Scott Nover, reporter here, saying, I once interviewed Elon Musk for a piece in The Atlantic, and the quote he gave me is, well, spot on. Check this out. Quote, accurate and entertaining satire is vital to a functioning democracy, Musk told me on a phone call late Sunday night. Quote, unless it's about me. He joked. Sure, he joked. Clearly wasn't much of a joke. Imani here just mentioning if only there was some way to discern which accounts were parody and which accounts were real. Some sort of symbol you could attach to a person's profile so everyone would know that that was the actual person. I wonder. Last thing here, Twitter, this is from real Elon Musk. Twitter needs to become by far the most accurate source of information about the world. That's our mission. That's what he tweeted on November 6th. Yet, interestingly, earlier that week, Elon Musk in a tweet shares link from site known to publish false news. So he spread some garbage, some fake news garbage about Nancy Pelosi's husband being attacked. This is the guy claiming that Twitter needs to be the most accurate source of information. The guy leading Twitter shares a fake news story. It's a complete disaster. So right now, a lot of people, of course, are not on Twitter, don't care about it, but it is a resource that a lot of people use, especially in media. But if you're on it right now, man, it is a complete dumpster fire, and I'm not really sure how it's going to turn around. It's going to become even worse once this new check mark for $8 rolls out. I don't know what's going to happen. But what I do know is that while Elon Musk claims to be for free speech and for comedy on Twitter, he clearly is against both.